Hello guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel Unacademy. So this is Waseem Sir back with a new subject, okay, a new topic from Business Study for PUC class. So today I am here to tell you one more new topic regarding your syllabus. So before that, just make it fast to join in the class. Okay, join in, guys. Guys, come on, make it fast. Okay, guys. Yeah, come in. I'll just give a couple of minutes, then we'll start. Before that, just to summarize it, we have what we have done till now is we have completed nature and significance of management, what management is all about, what is the definition of management, and understood the importance of management and features of management, objectives of management, and all those things. Then we have also learned about yesterday in our last class, we learned about levels of management. Then what did we learn? Okay, one second. Okay, we learned. Okay, then we learn functions of management. Now, just to reiterate things, I'm going to tell you the very important topic, without which none of these functions can be worked out. Whether it is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, or controlling. And you know what is that? Any guess? Any guess, guys? Okay, the guess is okay. I'll not give you the answer. I just want you guys to still to guess it. So actually, I can just give you a clue. You guys do this every time whenever you guys, want to play something. If you guys want to act in a school drama or a college dramas, these all things you do this. And this is the clue which I'm giving to you. Come on, make it fast, guys. Okay. The time is up. Okay, let me give the answer. That is nothing but the coordination. Okay, the topic for today is the coordination, and without coordination, none of these functions of management can work out. Right? Neither a planning, nor an organizing, nor staffing, not even directing and controlling. Because coordinated is something, that is an essence, actually, as essence of each activity which will come to the end, which will post implementation. So let me start with that topic of coordination. Okay, so before going ahead, okay, let me try to give the best examples, okay, related to coordination. Shall we go back to the same examples or no? Okay, no, we will go back to the new examples wherein you guys are in a 12 standards and you suddenly plan out, your lecturers plan out for a college trip, or what else you want? Let's not have a college trip. Okay, an industrial exhibition, okay, or related to a commerce or a company. So here what you'll do is all the there's a segregation of duty which has been done by your professors. Every a set of duties has been divided among a team, or or among the individuals. Now, do you think when the principal has segregated all the duties among the team members or the groups, do you think they'll just say, and if you go off, is it done? Now, what is further? To implement it, what is required? The require between team 1 and the team 2 is to coordinate among each other to fulfill that objective. Getting it? For example, if you need a petrol to the vehicle, there is a money with one guy, there is a, what do you say, vehicle with one guy. So in order to get that, you need to coordinate with the person who has a money. The vehicle guy need to coordinate with person who has money. Call up that guy, hey, so and so, I need a money to put in a petrol, as lecturer has already informed you, and he has given you the money on it. So please, where shall we meet? Or will you transfer me that money so that I can put it into the petrol and come to the a place, pick up place wherein we can pick you out for the outing. Then what is that? That is nothing but the coordination. If there is no coordination, nothing is going to happen. Neither a planning will happen. These things will be there. Planning, they have planned it out. They have coordinated. Organized it. Now staffing team has given. So and so have to do it. Now someone has directed, and someone is also controlling it. But if you do not control in each function of the management, then work will not be done. Getting it? So this is very important topic, guys, please. And there are very important questions which comes up from this topic. Okay, like what do you say? How will you coordinate when you are into a business? Basically, they'll give the situations. You just need to understand this. The best example for, okay, let me go further now. Okay, I will be giving you the examples, but okay, see here. Coordination. Didn't I tell you that is an essence of management? So without coordination, it would be very difficult, to perform your objectives and, finish it, okay, at the time. Okay. So anything for that matter, whether it's a planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Okay. So let me go through the points with which, the coordination, what are the natures and significance of coordination, how much it is important, those all things. Okay, guys. So give me one moment. Let me go back, get some of the examples which are very much related to this, which we all study, right? Okay. If you see an example, if you see if you see the explanation of the word coordination is what? Coordination is a balancing and keeping together the team by ensuring suitable allocation of the tasks to the various members and seeing that the tasks are performed with harmony among the members themselves. So a coordination, keeps a balance between, between the team members by ensuring the suitable job is given. For example, person A doesn't know how to do this job, then what I'll do, I will ask a person, I will coordinate with someone to help him out. And if you don't tell itself, then it's not going to happen, right? Suitable job has to be given. What did I tell you? The explanation is coordination is a balancing and keeping together the team by ensuring the suitable allocation of the task to the various members and see that the tasks are performed with harmony. When you say harmony, what is that? Without any ambiguity, without any hazards, okay, peacefully, okay, among the members themselves and achieve the organization goal. Okay, guys. So this is about a coordination simple example. Now we will understand what is the nature of a coordination. Okay, the definition given or in the textbooks are also is fine, but it's important that you guys need to learn and understand things. How does it work? The first point in it is okay, it is there on your slide. The first thing is coordination integrates group effort. Okay, I think there's a little spelling mistake on first thing. It's INTEGRATES, but there's a little spelling mistake on it. Just excuse me for that. But actually, a coordination integrates group effort. It integrates. Coordination unifies, multiple ideas, multiple people thinking, or from a diverse interest into the purposeful work activity. It gives a common focus. Basically, what is a common focus? Our common focus is to complete the task which has been given, right? It focuses on it, which was whether the task is from the planning, whether it's a task is from a directing. Take an example. It's very simple. If you yourself, if I'm a manager, if I've taken a project, and I will definitely, what do you say, ask for a proper coordination between a team member and a team member, one team member to the other team member to complete the task. If he or she is not coordinating properly in their job, then what will I do? I will definitely going to ask them, what is the reason why you guys are, not coordinating? It happens most of the time. It happens. What happens? Let me give a very live example. In a huge organizations, we will have two shifts. Okay, 2 or 3 shifts will be there. What will happen, like for example, morning shift is from 6 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then the second shift starts from the 3:30 to 12 in the night. Then the third shift, which is also called as a graveyard shift, which may start by the 12 o'clock to morning 6, night 12 o'clock to morning 6. So what happens? There was one guy, I'll just take an example with the 3 numbers, Mr. X, Y, and Z. Mr. X work in a morning shift, Mr. Y works in an afternoon shift, which is nothing but the second shift, and Mr. Z or Mr. Z works in third shift, which is nothing but the graveyard shift. So, first of all, there will be a lot of pressure working on the nights because you are disturbing your body, the entire system, you are making it upside down. So here what happens here is, he's working for the whole night and he has to complete some reconciliations or some task or some presentation which has been given by his boss. So what will he do? And these guys are using the same, okay, I just forgot to tell you this, these guys are using the same work desk, okay. One work desk is being shared by 3 shift employees. Morning guy did his work because there will be different logins, but computer is same. Okay, morning guy came in and worked for the morning shift and went off. The third guy came in, second guy came in, worked for 3 to 12, and the third guy, Mr. Z, has come in at 12 o'clock and he has a lot of work which he has to complete on the same day. So now Mr. Z, who is working for the whole night, so thinks that he is not able to complete that task and he want to stretch that working hours. So he was working from the night 12 to morning 6 o'clock, right? Now he wants some 1 or 2 hours extra, like 2 hours. Just take an example of for 2 hours, but till 8 o'clock he needs 2 hours extra to complete his time and submit that project report to them. So but he has not informed anyone. He has just thought himself. I will complete, I'll extend 2 hours, but he cannot extend 2 hours because there is one more guy who is working, who is waiting out, for the morning shift to come up in the early morning 6 o'clock. He can't sit there on, just looking at that person, working idly, not, sitting idle. So what didn't happen? There was no coordination. If he didn't tell the Mr. X, if Mr. Z has not told the Mr. X that I will be extending some hours, just need your permission, you can ask your manager or something like that. There is no coordination here. So just because there was no coordination, he will sit idle there. So what will happen? The production will come down. Instead of he sitting and idle, he would have got engaged in some other activities, some other productive activity, just because he didn't inform it. There was no coordination between X and Mr. Z. So these are the problem if the coordination doesn't happen in an organization. in order to achieve, see, you have multiple diverse portfolios, right, in an organization. So if you do not coordinate between each other, then the problem of completing the given task is not possible. Getting it? You just can't sit there with having an egos. For an example, one more example. If he one guy is working, he does he has an ego. He doesn't want to inform that I want to extend this for 2 hours. That doesn't work there. That's not a college or a personal life. That's a company. You have been paid for the work which has been done there, right? So what you need to do is you need to coordinate with Mr. X, whether either you send a mail, just call up them, and inform them, or call up them, the team leader or to whom he is reporting, so that he or she can inform that person, Mr. X. So that is very much important in the organization, or to complete any task, which is given, whether it's a planning schedule, whether it's a directing, whether it's a controlling, anything for that matter. Fine, guys. So that's an integrated growth effort, okay, which has been done including all those people. Only one cannot do it. Well, it should not come only with X or Y, okay. All three should. Then even a Y, X, Y also should come in. Even he has to, adjust the timings and all, and understand and say okay and keep the plan for it. Okay, that's about integration group. Then the next point, what comes is the coordinations ensure unity of action, which is obvious, right? When you have what is the purpose of coordination is to secure unity of an action in the realization of a common purpose, okay? It acts as a binding force, right? It acts as a band between department and ensures that all action is, I'm sorry. Okay. And ensures that, all actions, action is aimed at achieving the goal of the organization. There is a unity, right? When it's a company, for the namesake, we have 3-4 departments, whether it's an HR, HR, finance, production, and marketing, sales and marketing. But for a consumer, it's one company, right? For an example, we have one company, whether take take Google as a one company, or a Facebook, or Infosys, but we have multiple departments in it. So in each department you have multiple projects. For each projects you have a group project manager, then under them there is a project manager, and so and so. So ultimately, but to the customer, we don't know whether it's how many departments are there, nothing. So when a sales team is approaching the customer, they consider it as a one Infosys, right, product. Not about this product is from the Infosys production department. They will not submit that. They will say that this is a product related to this Infosys company, something like that. Okay, because it's a unity, because that product has been built with a combination effort of multiple people. Like, take an example in a manufacturing industry of a car, right? So what happens? Engine is manufactured somewhere else, then you have this headlights, electric thing, and bumpers and all those, and you have a chassis which is being manufactured. But in the end, there is one place which these guys assemble it, right? They assemble thing, and when they assemble, the one single product comes out. When it comes out, what do you say? Is it an effort of a production department? No, it is an effort of everyone who has made this entire process, elegantly, and ensure that this product has come out smoothly into the market and met the customer's demand. Okay, this is about the ensuring the unity of an action. Okay, then the next one is and the next one is the coordination is a continuous process. That is also very much obvious. When I say a coordination is not a one-time function, but a continuous process, what do you say, at the planning stage itself, at the planning stage, and continue till controlling. Getting it? So for example, Mr. XYZ plans, what do you say, her winter or his or her winter collection in the month of June itself. She has then ensured that there is an adequate workforce and continuously monitor whether the production is proceeding according to plan or not. Our marketing departments also has to be briefed in time to prepare their promotions and advertise the campaign accordingly. Understood the example? So there is a one company who are planning to come up with their winter collection of whether it's a sweater, or jackets, or a hoodie or something. Now what they have to do at the right time, they need to coordination with the production department early before, so that they can produce enough amount of those sweaters or winter wears at the time of the winter and make an and sell it to the customer, to the end customer. So our market department has to be briefed in time, right? So marketing department has to brief that to the production, department, saying that this is the requirement, we are planning to introduce this particular product in the winter, so please have this ready, before in the raining itself, before the rainy season, or the before monsoon itself. Maybe in the summer they should start, producing and collecting all those raw material and start the production process, so that, and equally you need to connect with the finance and HR department. Finance, why do we need finance? Because we need a finance, we need a money, right? We need a money just to get those, all those raw materials, all the, and HR, we need a people to have so many people on board to do the production and all those stuff, right? So these all things. So what will happen? It's a continuous process. It's not only one department who is doing everything. So it's a continuous process which will not end. Okay, to in order to complete that organization objective. Okay, guys, that is an explanation about it. And the next fifth one is coordination is an all pervasive function. I think I have already discussed this about you guys. What do you mean by pervasive? Pervasive is nothing but universally accepted. Coordination is required at all level. It's universally, but here it means it's an at all level, whether it is a, lower level, mid level, or even at the top level. If you are not able to coordinate with each other, then it's not going to work. For example, what do you say, especially the high, top level, what happens is, even if you have those egos and all those things, you should not be keeping that grudge in your brain. When it comes to the work, we are doing the work here, we are getting paid for it, and you will be acting according to the objectives which has been given by your senior manager, or that's a manager. Getting it? So it is done in all the level of the management. Okay, guys. And then the next one, the last point is coordination is deliberate. What do you say? Sorry, I'm sorry. It is the responsibility of all managers. Of course, it is the responsibility of all managers, right? Coordination is a responsibility of all the managers. Who is a manager? A manager is a person who manages management. That's what in simple I told. Like if I'm a manager, if you guys tomorrow you will become a manager, you need to manage people. Manage people means you need to understand the workload of a people, of your employee. You need to understand, is it do he or she has that bandwidth? For example, someone is working, the time hour is 8 hour, but you guys are giving them a work which has to be done in 10 to 12 hours, then that's not the thing, right? The manager has to understand the efficacies of this and ensure that all understand the, what do you say, the queries and demands of an employee well in advance and allocate that work. Getting it? It is the responsibility of all the managers who is managing. Sometimes you feel that managers is this is on a very lighter note, manager's job is a very thankless job, basically, because they need to manage. They will be telling people to do this, that, and all, and subordinates thinks that okay, he is trying to what do you say, demand us, right? But that's not the truth. That is his job. Tomorrow when you become a manager, even you will do the same thing. Getting it? Even you'll do the same thing. So this is all about it. Okay. Then what else? What else do you want me to give? Any more new examples related to coordination? But this is very important, guys. See, order comes from the top management and it goes down to the middle level management. Then ultimately, it's done by the lower level guys. So what is happening here? The coordination is happening, right? You do this, I do that. You need to go there. You need to go here. Okay. Then after completing that, come to me and confirm me so that I'll check it. The best everlasting example which I can give you is the dabbawalas, right? Hope you guys would have heard about what is a dabbawalas, right? You might have heard about Mumbai based, the people who are staying in Mumbai, this concept is there. Slowly it's been spread across the country, but the most successful story, it has also reached to the Six Sigma, business enterprise brand. What is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is nothing but who gives that brand, what do you say, that stars. Like if you have that for in a hotel industry, you have that, what do you say, stars, right? 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 star, 7 stars hotels. In the similar to that, for the quality and the operation accuracy, there is a Six Sigma which they've been given. What is the success story of the dabbawalas? The success of business lies in the complexity. Actually, it's very complex. So what happens? Okay, there's a lot of complexity, but someone picks up the dabba. Okay, and ultimately the person who is giving the dabba is completely different. The story of dabbawalas had been taught in most of the more management institutions, like even in IIMs, IITs, they teach this. Okay, they how do they work? What a perfect coordination. Right? How does it work? Actually, the story of a dabbawalas begins in the kitchen of Mumbai. Okay, so what happens is, so people, they don't have a time to stay, parent, to early morning, husband has to go, he or she has to go to the office, or sometimes, in most of the time these days, both husband wife work, right? And they don't have time to cook enough. So what they do, there are two things here. Some they cook themselves, or there are separate kitchens as well. So what they'll do, the husband goes out to the office and wife will prepare a food here, or someone else will prepare a food and give it to the dabbawalas, and later that will be reached to the husband at the right time, at the lunch time, right? So what happens is, there are 4-5 involved here, 4-5 demo. If you want me to demonstrate, you can demonstrate this as a case study when you are doing a practical knowledge in your colleges or something. But understand this. See, what happens is, there are 4 guys, I think. The first dabbawala picks up the tiffin from the home, okay, and takes it to the nearest railway station. What he does, he takes to the nearest railway station. The second dabbawala sort out the dabbas at the railway station according to the destination. For an example, in Mumbai, someone has to, the dabbas has to go to Thane, it has to go to, what do you say, Borivali, it has to go to somewhere, Santa Cruz, somewhere. Different addresses you have, and you have got dabbas from the multiple. So what he does, he will sort out the dabbas as per the railway station which is nearest to those destinations where he has to deliver the dabba, and put them into the luggage carriage. What he does, he identifies those dabbas and and put him to the luggage carriage. What do you say? You have that luggage room, right? There he'll put it. Then the third one the third one travels with the dabbas to the railway station nearest to the nearest station. Then what he'll do, the first one is picking up, the second one is sorting it out and keeping in the railway station luggage counter, and the third one travels with the dabba. The third one takes that dabba, with the dabba to the railway station, to the nearest railway station of that destination. For an example, if the dabba has been picked and has been sorted out in what do you say, Santa Cruz, and it has to be go to Dadar. Then the third person will take that dabba and keep to the Dadar station. Okay, nearest to the destination. The fourth one will pick up from the Dadar, and he will goes to the railway station. He will go to the railway station of a Dadar and drop them out to the office, which is nearest to a Dadar. Understand? There are four people involved. So, what is the perfect timing coordination which is involved here? Right? It is a timing, right? It is a perfect timing, the coordinations which which is happening between among these four guys. And this is the best example. This is the best example of a coordination. I hope you guys have understood this. And each area has been divided with a several distribution sector, whether it is and with particularly wherein the particular person is known, and the timing is so punctual. For example, if they have told that the lunch timing is at 1:30, exactly 10 minutes before the hot food is there on the guy's table. Okay, that is the coordination, very much, which is what do you say, appreciated. And even at the time of crisis, right, whether whatever the crisis is there, the dabba is ultimately reached it out, will reach to the destination, whatever the crisis might be. For an example, if there is a heavy rain, it has been stuck, what they will do, they will exchange, and some third person will come in from the other location and he will pick up and go. Getting it? So they, maybe now there are four people, four guys, it may be five or someone extra guy will come and pick up those, and he will take around and go. So this is how this coordination works. Okay. And then the next point which comes in is coordination is a deliberate function, right? Yeah, the manager has to coordinate to effort with the different people. Okay, that is very much, see, every point is very obvious here. The thing is, you need to understand it. Okay, whether very, it's a deliberate manner. It's a deliberate means deliberately you have to do it. You just can't excuse it from your so I don't want to do a coordination with someone, so you can't do that. Okay, guys. Coming to the next point, yeah, I think that was the last point. Coordination is a deliberate function, uh, which is very important as well from examination point of view. And what happens basically sometimes, if you don't understand the concepts properly, right, it will be difficult for you to even to solve it. I think we are almost done with the first chapter. So if you have any questions, queries, keep on asking, guys. I'm live here. You can go ahead and ask any questions related to this. Okay. Okay. Okay, Arshad, I think he's asking about, you have a PDF, sir, with answer about business studies. Yeah, we can give it to you guys. We can have this posted in a Telegram channel or in YouTube. So before that, so I'm telling you again, please do go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Do share, like. Okay. So we will have it. Definitely, Arshad, we will do that. Okay. See, you need to understand the concept. I think if you are well versed with the language, it is easy for you to write it even in an exam. But as you are saying that, definitely we are going to provide, we will provide you. And most of the textbooks also says the same thing, right? There is nothing special in this. If you understand, that's more than enough. There's nothing special in different. If you follow any one book, what do you say, a concept, that is fine. But if you, anyway, we have those plans to give out the notes as well. Let me see how does it work. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Okay, guys, one thing that I want to say, just don't feel frustrated or something if you're not able to understand things, right? If you're not able to understand, don't really get frustrated, because that is part and parcel of your studies. Struggle has to be there. So without struggle, nothing is gonna work, right? Learning is never done without errors, guys. Remember that. Learning has, when there has to be an error, in your learning. This happen not only in the, you get at sometimes, you get demotivated, you get, somewhat, you have that, and sometimes you have that lethargic attitude to go ahead and study these all things, because you need to understand thoroughly how does it work and how to solve the business things, right? But error is, learning is never done without error. That understand, keep that in mind. And if you understood, education is the most powerful weapon you can have it in these days current, then you will rock in your careers. Don't feel, low at any point of a time. Whether it is not only in a business studies, even whether it is in accounts, stat, what do you say, statistics, or anything is easy. If you do, there's a one common, which my uncle used to say, and even my one of my role model, who is my boss, who was my what do you say, who was my higher authority, who always used to say that, always, what do you say, when there is a battle, never think that you are going to lose the battle. Battles are always fought here. So you got to win the battle here first, and automatically, that is, it's a human tendency that you will win. Always have that positive perspective with you guys to crack whatever the exam is. It's not only a commerce I'm talking about, whether it's a hard core, whether it's a UPS, nothing is impossible. You have these all things, right? But even if you fail also, but you learn, right? There's never a failure. You will learn at any point of a time. That is sure shot. That is sure shot. 100% you will learn. But when you do the next time that thing, you will not repeat that, mistake which you have done, because you have learned there. So it's not a failure, it's a learning. Okay, guys. So this was the thing. So what else is left here in the okay? There's the last thing, which is mentioned, management in the 21st century. As per your syllabus, they talk about the management in the 21st century. In this century, the management is little different. We are not, comparatively old age, things have changed now, right? The organization and its management have, a changing little bit, because management is getting evolved. Like for an example, as boundaries between the culture and the nations getting blurred, and new communication technologies makes it possible to think. Remember, I have given you this example ample of amount of time, many a time, that, earlier the communication was, it's very different. For example, now currently you have one company's branch in Delhi, another company's branch in Mumbai, another company's branch in Kolkata or Bangalore. So what used to happen? Okay, let's take an same example of a banking sector. We a bank, think that there is one bank which head office is in Delhi, but they have the branch earlier. I'm talking about the earlier, and you have this branches facility all over India. So if customer want to get his check withdraw, we used to submit the check, and we have to wait for 10-15 days to get that check to withdraw, because in that 10-15 days they used to take this check, and they used to put it for a clearing. The clearing will happen only in the main offices in Delhi. They used to post this check, right? And in 2-3 days it will go there. In one day it will get completed, it get cleared from there, then it has to come down back to the branch office. It used to, there's a long time procedure which takes place, right? So that is not there now. So what happens now these days? They will fax a check. You have e-faxes. Immediately in a second, the check will the check will go to the ways of, even if you have this it in the US or America, even you have this it is there, right? You have a Citibank, JP Morgan, Chase, and you have Wells Fargo banks, which is even in a Bangalore. We have Wells Fargo branch in a Bangalore. Not only the operation, even sometimes there are some branches, not only the back end, even there, like Citibank, right? Citibank has the front end. There are many retail customers. Now they have moved it to the Axis Bank. That is different. No, Axis Bank has acquired it. That's completely different. But we had that facility, right? If you put it now, it used to get it immediately. So what it is, it's a new because of the technology, right? The technology came in of faxing or email or anything. It has become a very easy these days to sort all the problems. Now entire universe has become a global village. The scope of international and intellectual responsibility is rapidly expanding anywhere for that matter, right? So this is what as a management, because of the new technologies which is coming up. Now you would have heard about artificial intelligence. You would have heard about chat GPT. If you put anything to the chat GPT will give you an answer. Remember you have an Alexa. If you say anything, you are, your spouse will not do that job if you say it. Your daughter will not do the job. But if you say it to the Alexa, Alexa will do it automatically. That's a thing, right? Now your robots have come up. In many hotels, you can find the robot serving the food, right? So these are the, what do you say, spot on examples for what do you say, this 21st century management. What will happen if an employee, one more example, if an employee want to get it higher in India, but the requirement is in US, he will sit here in India and go and do the job pertaining to the US, right? So management guys are always there, and some sits in Asia Pacific region, some sits in Japan, some sits in Middle East or Africa, someone sits in Canada, someone sits in US, someone sits in Europe, Poland, European countries. So ultimately, this is how the global, companies work. You know, it is, for example, in many companies have their country heads, country managers, functional managers. So what does a country manager do? One country manager coordinate with other country manager to perform the common goal of an organization. So when it comes to the company, you know, it is the duty of a business leader to think as one. Everyone, the company will always say we are one. They'll never say that, you know, they are from a different region. We don't, we can't talk with them. No, nothing like that. No, even if you have the long language barriers, like for an example, most of the Japanese, right? Or non-English speaking countries, or non-English, like you have the Japanese, and you have some of the European countries like Poland, France, who speaks French, and they also can write, do a proper coordination in terms of mails, emails. They write an email, and if it is really tough to talk, they keep a converters, like they will keep a language expert who can convert those sentences, and there are converters who help them to do their job. So ultimately, what I want to say, in the current era of 25th century, organizations have become very far. Yeah, organizations have become very dynamic, and that too because of a growing technology. They are really doing very good. You know. Okay, guys, this was all about a management in the 21st century. So by this, we end up the chapter one, and this is very important for you guys from your organization point of view. Okay, and never ever lose hopes, guys, because if you do, you know if you put in hard work, it will not go on a vain. Definitely it will repay you at any cost of a time, whether it is whatsoever it is. If you are putting your efforts, then definitely you will be rewarded for that. Just keep putting an effort, and I'm sure you will be, with come up with the flying colors in your examination. And one more thing, just want to share you that, I always say this to the people: just don't sit and, and study for the sake of study and for the sake of marks. You need to get this imbibe in your brain, because you guys are the commerce guys. because for a commerce guy, it is not like a theoretical wherein like you need to have this kind of step one, step two, step three to manage, to do something. You need to be a very generalized way. You are not like a doctors, right? You're not like, we don't, you do not have laws like lawyers, right? You guys are a commerce, you are into a business, you need to deal with each and every situation. You are doing even business with the scientists, you have to do even business with the doctors, you have to do even business with the entrepreneurs, you have to do even business with all sort of a people, even a petty trader, right? Any commerce is a very vast, guys. It's a very vast. So you got to be open enough and understand all those things and implement in your business and implement in your life as well, and understand things when you go ahead further in your graduations, or if your people want to do a CEO, whatever it is. And when you go on to hit the your first job, whether it's in a corporate or wheresoever, these understandings plays very important role. Keep that in mind, and without which it will be difficult for you. For example, your manager is explaining you a lot of things, but you are not able to understand what is coordinate, how to coordinate. He will say please coordinate with him or her for the knowledge transfer. So what do you mean by that? So it means that you are going ahead, you have been appointed newly for the job, and your manager is saying please coordinate with the Mr. X for knowledge transfer. So he will transfer his knowledge to you to do that job properly. So you got to understand these small things. Okay. Okay, guys. Anything else? So I think we are good here. Okay. Okay, this is a big thank you note from you for listening to me. For do drop a comment or a chat if you like it. Please do subscribe, like, share, and download our what do you say? And download the and subscribe to the channel and download our application. Okay. Okay, so let's crack it. Thank you for being a wonderful audience till now, listening to me peacefully. So I wish you all the best for your exams and for your career, from your career perspective, and have a great day ahead. Sleep well, exercise nicely, and do your physical activity, which is very important in these days. Because I'll just give you one more example, because current luxury is the health, guys. That's what I believe in. If you are fit, you can do everything, you can achieve each and everything. If you are not fit, then it's of no use. So be fit. Okay, thank you, take care, bye bye, all the best. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, okay, to our channel. Thank you, god bless you.